Hey everyone, what's going on? Cause I'm a Fury here, and I'm here to talk X-Men. And to be honest with you, I've been very vocally critical about this whole series for the long run because there's been good movies, there's been bad movies, there's been more bad movies than good movies. So I'm like, okay, info comes out a few days ago about X-Men Dark Phoenix. You know, that's they going right for Phoenix, and people thinking like, oh, it's gonna get it right and stuff, and now they are putting the Starjammers in the movie, and I'm like, this can go tits up really quick. You know why it can go really bad really quick? Because given Fox's track record when it comes to character relations and how characters who aren't Michael Fassbender, Magneto, aren't McAvoy's Professor X, isn't Jennifer Lawrence's Raven or Mystique or the Patrick Stewart or Ian McKellen versions or Hugh Jackman even. Rest in peace, Wolverine. Anyway, if you are an outside character from those six actors, you aren't going to get much shine. Even though in a comic book, you could be portraying the comic book equivalent to a great character. Like, for example, case in point, who's the character who's got done the worst in the X-Men series and he deserved much more? You fucking guessed it. Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. This character has not been done the justice he deserves. And he doesn't take shit. He's not there to be liked. And he has a strong sense of duty, and none of that shows, you know? All it is that he's the third wheel. He's the cock block to Wolverine, and that got so annoying so quickly. It was a shame. Like, Bryan Singer just, I don't know, dude. Anyway, the Starjammers is in the series, and like I said, it's Fox's, like it says, Fox's attempt at Guardians of the Galaxy, because I don't even think they bring in Corsair, who is Alex and Scott's father. I don't even think they're gonna. But more than likely, he might not even end up being Scott and Alex's father, because they talked about their parents already in the past. Unless they're gonna reveal that Scott was adopted or some shit like that. You know what? Now that I think about it, they might just do that dumb shit. Oh my god, I can't. Fuck. Like, you see, my problem with the X-Men movies is the inconsistent characters. Like, for example, case in point, did you know that Psylocke was in X-Men The Last Stand? She was the chick with the purple hair, the Asian chick with the purple strand in her hair that ended up getting obliterated by Jane at the end, only to reappear somehow as she should have been in X-Men Apocalypse in the 1980s, which we all know Ninja Psylocke wasn't until the 1990s. You see what I'm talking about? Oh my god. I'm trying my best. But the more I think about it, the more I start to pull memories about what I know about the X-Men, which is more than I thought I knew, because after a while I fell off because it just got ridiculous after Jim Lee left. And, man, they're not gonna get this right. I think this is all the attempt. This is like, okay, Marvel Studios, we're gonna up you one, and we're gonna not allow you to use Jason of Spartoy or whatever, who was actually Peter Quill's father. As you can see, they had to rewrite that and make Ego, the Living Planet, Star-Lord's father, which worked well cinematically, but as a comic book purist, you like, his father was part of the Shi'ar Empire. He was a Spartoy, and He looked pretty damn human. But I did like how Guardians of the Galaxy 2 worked. But back to what I'm talking about with fucking Dark Phoenix and stuff. First off, first movie end with the new Jean Grey, with Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, they already pulling the Phoenix trigger. And now they already done fired the chamber just full on cylinders. Like, just when you think they're gonna rewrite and redo it, they go right for the jugular too quick. Like, they shoot themselves in the foot all the fucking time. If I had the chance to just bring up a picture with a person's foot with a fucking gun to it, I would. Cause that, in a nutshell, describes how Fox handled these characters, especially X-Men. You have the roster of one of the best superhero teams, let alone mutants. You know, it's gotten so bad. Marvel Studios got such a bad taste in their mouth from these X-Men movies that they have damn near phased out the X-Men. They snuffed out the Fantastic Four. Like, they did that. They did that on purpose. They got frustrated with Fox on how Fox was handling it. Fox refuses to play ball. You know, look what Sony did. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Fox don't want to do that. And think about it. Let's talk about that for a moment. Sony makes all the money off of Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is about sitting at, after 1 month, it hasn't been a month yet. Tomorrow will be a month, but yeah, tomorrow will be 1 month, and it's at almost 700 million worldwide. You know, everybody talking about Wonder Woman and stuff. This is not that far behind Wonder Woman, and it came out a month later. All right. And I like Wonder Woman, don't get me wrong. I'm not, no disrespect to that franchise. It's the best DC EU movie. But anyway, look what Sony did with Spider-Man: Homecoming. The deal they have with Marvel Studios. Sony will get all that movie money. Marvel, like, okay, but Marvel has a plan. As it's been revealed that Marvel last year made $1.3 billion alone off of Spider-Man merchandise, toys, backpacks, whatever. 1.3 billion. Spider-Man is a great character. They have to give up this money, the profits made from the movie. They sacrifice that to bring Spider-Man into the movies that will boost people's interest up even more, which will mean more box office sales for like their other movies that Spider-Man's featured in. Case in point, Infinity War. That money is going to Marvel Studios. Alright? Spider-Man: Homecoming money is going to Sony. Merchandising, millions to $1 billion in merchandising. Marvel Studios. Marvel, like the Marvel franchise itself. Spider-Man: Homecoming serves as a glorified promotion to selling these merchandise, to selling these other movies. Spider-Man is that important. Alright? X-Men as mutants are damn near that important. And you don't think Marvel Studios will do the same deal? You don't think that most Marvel Studios want to do a X-Men movie? They wouldn't do an X-Men movie from the ground up to put them into this universe, and Fox will get the profit from it if Fox don't want to sell the rights? But Fox don't want to do that. They don't want to work with that. Alright? They want to fuck. Look, we bought they got this mentality like, look, we bought the rights. We can do what we want with the rights. Fuck you, Marvel Studios. And as you can see, it's showing. X-Men Apocalypse was terrible. Alright? It was like the special effects was terrible. That don't get me started on Jennifer Lawrence, who looked like she didn't even want to be there. So much that the only thing she had made up was her face. And I'm not going to talk about that movie right now, but I'm telling you, This is all just a. This right here is all to make money off of the whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing, because Starjammers are very, very they like damn near identical in their aspect. You got a big, strong one. You have one that's human. Well, you can see, even though Star-Lord is half so and so, he's pretty much human. Corsair doesn't have the mutant gene like his kids do, so he makes up for everything with being a tactician. He can fight with a sword. He got his blaster with him. He's a badass. He's like he's a badass, a human badass amongst aliens. So you know he got a reputation. All right, Star-Lord is pretty much a human badass. We could say he got the blasters and stuff. You don't see him without those blasters. Those are the signal with Corsair. He gotta have a blaster, but you could throw the sword in with that one. Then you have the female that's kind of what's her name, Hepzibah, I think, or Hepzibah or something. She's like a feline-like type. She's pretty much probably like Gamora. Like, you compare, you see, it's the same shit. This is what they want to do. They don't want to work. They want to bum off of Marvel Studios image and put that into an X-Men movie. They tried it with the action aspect when it came to X-Men Apocalypse, how they made that movie more action orientated and more colorful and more bright. Still didn't work. You can slap a paint job onto something, but if it's still shit underneath, it's still gonna be just colorful shit. And that's what X-Men Apocalypse turned out to be. It sucked, right? Well, they had one cool moment with Quicksilver saving everybody to the Eurythmics' sweet dreams. So, forgive me if my faith is diminished in X-Men Dark Phoenix. Sorry, it's just like you guys don't handle you don't handle powers correctly. You just like, you realize that why are we losing? Why our movies aren't as good as Marvel Studios movie? Oh, it's because the action and because of that and stuff. No, it ain't just the action with Marvel Studios. They got heart. They got characters you care about. All right. And I know everybody throw the word around heart and stuff. You know, my friend actually says that's what made the original Spider-Man so great and stuff. And I'm like, did it? Like, it got heart. All I saw was Tobey Maguire. Peter Parker was a creep in that movie. And I liked Spider-Man 2, but he was just punch me, I bleed and stuff. His voice, that's not Spider-Man. Even the voice that Tom Holland does, the young kid's voice, he does a 15-year-old kid's voice, basically, even though he's 19, 20 years old in real life. He does that voice and stuff. But Peter Parker in the Spider-Man original movies was fucking, by the time he was 19 years old. By Spider-Man 3, he was like, how old? Like 23 years old? I don't know. Around that. It's just that, I don't know, man. And I'm not hating on this movie. I still got them. I love, like, Spider-Man 2. I still got it here. I even went and got out the remix, the 2.1 version. See? You know, and I love the movie still. But let's just keep it honest, man. Marvel Studios could do so much good with X-Men. And if Fox want to help out and they want to do this partnership thing, it would work great. I don't even want... I'm not... You know, I was on it like everybody, sell the rights back. But look what Marvel and Sony are working out. Do we really need to sell it back? You stand to have Fox. I'm looking at this camera like I'm talking to you. You stand to make a lot of money because you have Marvel Studios creative backing. You have their creative backing. Just alone by joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you would have your reputation go all the way up, like Fat Joe says. And I'm not making that up, because look what is done to Spider-Man. Even though the other Spider-Man, so it made this one, it made all this amount of money and stuff in the past. Yeah, we get that, the original series, but look what it's done for the character. At first, people were apprehensive. Oh, it's the third reboot. I don't know about this one. And then the reviews came out, and the reviews were like, good and stuff. You had a few assholes. I don't know. Why Flash Thompson? Why he brown? And why they made Mary Jane? Her name is Michelle Jones. You idiot. She just uses the same acronym MJ. It's not Mary Jane Watson. You dumb fucks. I'm sorry. I had to say that. Like, I had to go off topic again and say that. But reading people comments and it's fucking, I'm sorry, it's fucking white people. Why y'all do that? Oh, this, that, and that, and colorism and stuff. Like, oh, all right, we get it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you something. As a black comic book fan, I don't ask the studios to make a established character black. I would ask them to make, going forth, if you're gonna make new characters, spice it up. Did I say oh they all have to be black? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but I don't care if they're gonna take an established character. If they take an established character and change the race to me, even to a black character, it's not what I asked for. Alright? I let Nick Fury slide because Nick Fury, for fuck's sake, they used the Ultimate version, which the Marvel Cinematic Universe borrows heavily from the Ultimate. So I was fine with that. They even retconned him into the regular one, into the 616 universe. So it's all good. But anyway, to end this one with the X-Men one, I don't think this is gonna work. And it's not because I'm pessimistic, it's because of the track record. See, Logan was James Mangold's and Hugh Jackman's swan song. They let them make that movie R-rated because Hugh Jackman wanted to do an R-rated Wolverine for so long. You know, he said he would have stayed playing Wolverine if Fox would have made a deal with Marvel. Even Hugh Jackman saw the potential. Sorry, my phone ringing. Oh man. Oh, stop. Good. Even Hugh Jackman saw the potential, and he didn't. And they, no, Fox like, no, fuck this. They still trying to find ways to bring Fantastic Four back. Oh, let's make a kiddie version of it. Everybody's like, fine. Okay, what are you complaining for? For what they are, they good. You know, we stuck in this vacuum where we have to accept these X-Men movies because Fox has a fucking vice grip on the rights and they only there to make money. They are the biggest cash grab when it comes to that. You know, if it was just about, you know, Sony want their money too, but Sony realized sometimes you gotta eat a little dirt. Sometimes you gotta take a step back to get what you want. They got the profits to Homecoming. Marvel got the right. You see, it was a beneficial relationship. But I'm gonna keep repeating myself, so I'm gonna end this one right here. This shit ain't gonna work. Alright? If the writing is shitty, you don't get the characters right, this shit is not gonna work. Let me know what you think about this. Alright? And just about the comic book movies when it comes to X-Men and Fox, and tell me which X-Men movies you like the most and which ones you just hated. Alright? Leave it in the comments. Subscribe to not. Leave it in the comments. I like engaging the people who actually take the time to watch part of these videos and leave their opinions and stuff. That's what I do here. Anyway, keep watching what you want. Keep gaming the way you want. Keep being you, because I'm a Fury. I'm out. Peace.